Tellemtribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, coming to you with another reading. Please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. I would like to tap into Gemini's love to see what Gemini is feeling and how Gemini can possibly address those feelings. This is a general reading, love, so please take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the link is always going to be in the description, along with the links to my social networks. Follow me on all networks because I upload goodies based on the different channels. So there's something unique to gain from each social network. All right, so I'm going to start off with my Cosmic Insights deck and pull a couple oracle cards. What's going on with Gemini Spirit? What is going on with Gemini? So cycles, fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. Health issues could arise. So Gemini, you may be recovering from a health issue, and you may be dealing with this all while fighting the urge to contact someone because you are maybe legally separated. You could have recently gotten out of the hospital and are trying to recuperate. I don't know where to put these. They're all in the way. Right now, you're just focused on healing. I see some of you also are trying to figure out, how the hell did I get so sick? Why did I get so sick when I'm so cautious? You wash your hands after you touch anything. So you're just kind of trying to figure out, like, yo, how did I get sick? Like, who was around me that was sick and didn't say anything? You're also experiencing like an ending. And I feel like you're wanting to contact someone, or you're hoping that someone contacts you so that you can get some closure. So let's tap into that energy. Your current energy is the Nine of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles for new insights. The conclusion is the Nine of Cups, and the solution is the Page of Cups. So I see that you were really under the weather, Gemini. Overall energy is the Queen of Cups. And you were trying to take care of yourself. I don't see that you had anyone to care for you during this time. At least not anyone that you wanted to care for you. I feel like typically when you're sick, you usually have your person to bring you some nice hot chicken soup. Even though they couldn't cook, it was too salty. But the gesture alone always made you feel better. And I think it really put you in the feels because you didn't have this person to help you to get back to your normal self. Or when you were in the hospital, you really wanted to let this person know, hey, I'm not doing well. But you couldn't because you're not in each other's lives at this time. I feel like this person was not the best person for you at this moment in your life because they had their own shit going on, Gemini. You may always felt that they brought up the negative aspects of things or vice versa. But I felt like you all weren't on the same page energetically. And that was one of the main reasons why things fell apart. Now, Gemini, as you are nursing yourself back to health, you're realizing the importance of self-love and how to care for yourself and to put yourself first. I see that you would rather be in a relationship. This is someone who strives based off of human interaction. Like your love language is affection. And when you're not around people or when you're by yourself for too long, you feel under the weather. So I think a part of the reason why you may have been in the hospital is not because of COVID or a cold, but it could have been like a psychiatric hospital, or you could have gone to the, like a psychologist, like you may have been seeing a therapist because you felt like you were losing your shit. I can't diagnose you and say what's wrong, but I can say you may have been in and out of your therapist's office just trying to get clarity on why you can't seem to get over this situation the way in which you were able to get over all of your other relationships. And you haven't had many relationships. So it's like the little relationships that you were in, the 2 or 3 relationships that you were in, you were able to get over them fine. But I feel like this one is a little different for you, Gemini, because this is the first time that you may have put your all into someone and not have someone else on the side. Can I get more clarification on the issue? The 6 of Swords with the 9 of Swords. So you were separated from this person for sure, Gemini, and it's taken a toll on your health. Like you are having a hard time seeing your life without this person. So there may be someone who was in the hospital and was hoping that maybe this person would hit them up while they were in the hospital so that they could say, yeah, I'm in the hospital, and possibly get a visit from them. But then I'm also seeing that you may have thought yourself into a mental frenzy and you had to check yourself into a therapist to get insight on how to sort through your emotions and how to approach each day so that you don't lose your shit. But your advice is to not isolate yourself, because I feel like you've isolated yourself from your creative endeavors and people that you typically would talk to on a regular basis just to deal with this, because you did not want anyone to know or to see you in this state, because you're going through it, because this is a change that you did not anticipate. It just came, it seems like it came out of the blue. Can I get more insight on the Knight of Wands, which is the task in connection with this problem? So the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So Gemini, you want to take action on moving on, and you are, because that's why you're trying to confide in someone who's not connected closely to your life and getting advice that way. And I feel like that is working for you. And if you continue on that, continue with those sessions, I feel like you will come out on top creatively. You'd be able to address your friends again and open up to them and let them know, you know, I just been in therapy. I just been dealing with my shit and I didn't want to put this on y'all. But I feel like after all is said and done, this Nine of Cups energy is going to be the tell all. Like, it was all worth it. You're going to understand why you had to go through this. But with the King of Pentacles here, as a clarifier for the Knight of Wands, I feel like your spirit guides are telling you that you can go back to that person that you were before this all went down. You know yourself. I think you lost touch with yourself and how to maneuver through scenarios like this because you were blindsided in a sense. And I feel like you're just trying to get back to who you were. Like, you were someone who planned, mapped things out, executed. You knew what you wanted in a man, or you knew what you wanted in a woman. You didn't cut corners. You made enough mistakes to know how to maneuver in your life and to make things happen. You're not a procrastinator. But with this change in your life that was so sudden, or maybe it was gradual change that you saw happening with this person, that maybe you just lost touch with this person that you were because you catered so much to this person and what they wanted, because they brought out the best in you at first, but then they always saw your faults. Or maybe you always saw their faults and you tried to change them. Or it could be vice versa, but you tried to change each other and you just weren't right because it wasn't the right relationship for you. Or maybe it just wasn't the right relationship for you right now. Maybe you met the right person at the wrong time. But in actuality, there's no such thing as meeting the right person at the wrong time, because whomever you meet is supposed to teach you something about yourself so that you can grow from it and overcome it. I'm going to pull another oracle card for you, Gemini, for more insight on this situation. I'm going to pull another oracle card for you. But Gemini, I see that after this happens, you are going to receive a surprise of, like, you're going to get like an aha moment. Like when you sort through this all, like I see like in a month or so, like you're gonna snap out of this as if this never even happened. But I feel like this cycle had to happen because I feel like this is a cycle that's very familiar to you. But the only difference with this one is that you really opened up to this person and you were super vulnerable. So when it didn't work out, it left you naked and you didn't know how to recover from that. But once you recover with the Page of Cups, I see that you are going to have so much knowledge and so much, you're going to be so intuitively fine-tuned, like you are going to be so much sharper that when this aha moment happens, you're going to be so grateful that this occurred. See, it's saying give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. So this was something that needed to happen, Gemini. This needed to happen because you were one of those people that just controlled everything so well. And because you felt as though nothing could really move you, like you were emotionally at an emotional standstill and didn't even realize it, which is probably why you didn't realize how controlling you may have been in this circumstance. I do feel like you may have been the reason why this person pulled back from you a little bit, because of how controlling you were. Like they loved you. Don't get me wrong. I feel like there was nothing but love in this connection, but you did let your guards down, but they were with conditions. And this person couldn't really handle that. You got someone who was like younger than you. Can I get clarification on the solution with the Page of Cups? The Justice card. Yeah, when you get that aha moment, you're going to feel vindicated. Because although your approach in this relationship, whether it was your fault or not, I think it was a collective effort that made things fall apart. But I feel like you both had so much love for each other that you respectfully went your separate ways. There wasn't any negative falling out. It was amicable. It was just an understanding. But because of how amicable it was, it made you feel like you didn't try hard enough, or you may have been at fault. And I feel like this person may feel the same way, but they didn't want to try anymore. And that's why the Six of Swords energy is here, is that like you walked away because you're just a strong person. Or if they walked away, you just left it. You didn't fight for it because you're just a strong ass person, which is why this King of Pentacles is here saying that you need to get back to that energy of where you were. But what's going to happen differently, which I feel like in a month or so you're going to have, or in the near future, you're just going to have this aha moment, like, okay, I see where I went wrong. I see how I could have done this differently. And then with the new insights is the Three of Pentacles. I see that you are going to grow into this new understanding of yourself and how you handle things. And it's going to make you a better person because of it, which is why the possible outcome, if you really tap in and recognize your faults of where you went wrong, not beating yourself up for it, because the justice card is here. It's saying that you are going to get what you rightfully deserve. Everyone gets what they so rightfully deserve. And I don't feel like you did anything that was so gravely wrong in this connection, aside from just misreading things sometimes, or, miscommunicating sometimes. And miscommunications is the demise of most relationships. And that's what happened here. But this had to end so that your relationship with yourself could blossom and begin in a healthy way, so that the next time around, whether it's with this person or not, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energies are present, you'll be able to maneuver in a way that is healthy. And I feel like this person also had some growing up to do as well. So you both needed to grow respectively. And with this 9 of Cups energy here, you're going to manifest that relationship that you want. Or you might manifest a better relationship with yourself that's so dope and elaborately great that you're going to attract something that you never even anticipated because of how amazing this new sector of your life will be. Can I get more info on the 9 of Cups? King of Swords. Yeah, you're going to tap in such a major way that you're going to attract, I feel like, probably another Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra, or someone who is intellectually inclined and in tune, and someone who caters to your free-spirited nature, and someone who can see that you're growing and can stick around even when you're difficult to love. Okay, Gemini, so that's all that I have for you in this one. I love you guys so much. Subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment if this reading resonates. Share it with another Gemini so they can get some insight on their relationship. Click like, turn on post notifications, and stay in tune with the goddess. Love and light. Tribe.